Lynda Carter, the woman who embodied everything America needed in a hero. As Wonder Woman, she was the ultimate symbol of power, grace, and justice. Week after week, millions watched her command the screen with her golden lasso of truth, believing in the strength she represented. But behind the cape and the confidence, the real Lynda was fighting a far more personal and invisible battle. The world saw a fearless icon, but off camera, she was facing an enemy no one could see. The irony was heartbreaking. Could the woman who saved the world on screen save herself when no one was watching? Born in Phoenix, Arizona in 1951, Lynda Jean Carter seemed destined for the spotlight. From a young age, she was drawn to music, performing in nightclubs long before she was even old enough to be a guest. The glitz and pressure of that early world left lasting marks, a dangerous mix of ambition and vulnerability. In 1972, she entered the Miss World USA pageant and won. The victory seemed like a gateway to stardom, but Hollywood wasn't so welcoming. Every door that opened quickly slammed shut. Behind the glamour of the title was a woman facing rejection after rejection, the constant grind chipping away at her confidence. Then, in 1975, everything changed. She got the call that would alter her life. She was cast as Wonder Woman. Overnight, she became a sensation. The iconic costume, the spin, the invisible jet. It was magic. But fame has a cruel edge. The industry saw her not as an actress, but as a fantasy, a face, a body. She struggled to be recognized for her talent, not just her looks. The pressure to be flawless, both on and off screen, became suffocating. Her personal life reflected the turmoil. Her first marriage to producer Ron Samuels collapsed in 1982. The fame that had made her a household name also magnified every insecurity. When Wonder Woman ended in 1979, so did her sense of purpose. The follow-up roles never reached the same height, and the silence of fading fame was deafening. During that lonely descent, she turned to something that promised escape: alcohol. The invincible hero of television was quietly losing a battle within herself, hidden from the cameras and the fans who adored her. By the late 1990s, her private struggle had reached a breaking point. She had remarried to lawyer Robert Altman, and from the outside, it looked like she had it all: stability, family, success. But addiction doesn't care about appearances. She was a mother, a wife, and an alcoholic, functioning enough to keep the mask intact. That illusion shattered in 2003 when Robert finally confronted her with the truth. "You have a problem. You need help." The words cut through the denial she had lived behind for years. For the first time, she stopped fighting and surrendered. The woman who once forced the truth from others with a golden lasso had to finally face her own. Her greatest battle was not against a villain. It was against herself. That moment wasn't the end of her story. It was the beginning of her real transformation. In 2003, Lynda Carter entered rehab and began the long road to recovery. She got sober and then stayed that way. In the years that followed, she rebuilt her life with strength and honesty, becoming a voice for others facing addiction. She eventually returned to acting, this time choosing roles that reflected her wisdom and resilience. Her journey became proof of something powerful. The woman who once spun into a superhero didn't need a costume to be extraordinary. The hero she played on screen could never compare to the one she became in real life.